Hello, how is everyone doing? It is your fallen angel back with another video. Today, we're covering the aspects in regards to astronomy, the zodiac signs, and how these planetary deals with the understanding of how the locations of the sign will dictate luck or unluck, whether it's good or evil. The location of these signs are extremely important in terms of degrees. But before we get started, feel free to check us out on Patreon, Rumble, Twitter, Instagram, things of that nature. Also, like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's begin. The ancients have handed down a tradition which informs us that the triangle is a symbol of the spirit and is efficacious for good, while the cross, which is formed on the square, is a symbol of matter and is of evil import. In practical astrology, we find the dictum to be true. Thus, the aspect or angular distance between these two celestial bodies, or points of the zodiac, is the means by which we determine whether a planet favors or fortunes, or the reverse, for evil. So, this degree work also works for not just how the planets operate, but just also for astrology and Chinese astrology as well. So, the trine. The trine aspect of 120 degrees is good and produces harmonizing effects whenever and wherever it occurs. The sextile aspect of 60 degrees is half the trine and is good in like manner but in less degree. The semi-sextile of 30 degrees is similarly propitious but in a very subsidiary degree. It serves, however, to turn the scales when the influences are conflicting. Then, these are the good aspects, 120 degrees, 60 degrees, and 30 degrees. And to these are added to the conjunctions of Jupiter and Venus, and of Mercury when in a good aspect to another planet. So guys, we see how the aspects have a direct impact on what happens in the cosmos. So we see that numbers that add up to 9 often have obstacles, separation, or some degree of agitation, or even unluckiness. So whether this be the 9-0, whether this be the 4-5, whether this be the 1-8-0, all these add up to 9. The 1-3-5, these all add up to 9. So we know that sometimes in terms of the planetary positions, this has evil to it. The evil aspects are the opposition of 180 degrees, which makes for disunion and inharmonious results. The sesquiquadrate, or square and a half aspect of 135 degrees, is powerful for evil. The square, or the quadrature, of 90 degrees is only a degree less than the direct opposition. The semi-square of 45 degrees, which is similarly, but in less degree, evil. To these are added the conjunctions of Neptune, Uranus, Saturn, and Mars, together with Mercury, when in bad aspect to another body. For Mercury is the interpreter of the gods, and brings to us the message of the sphere, with which it is found in association at any time we may consult the heavens. The astrological aspects are found to be those angles at which the superior metals crystallize. Water crystallizes at any angle of 60 degrees. Again, the angles or complemental angles of any regular polygon, which may be inscribed in a circle, will be found to be comprehended by the astrological aspects. Thus, our earliest progenitors are found to have been both metallurgists or geometers. So, many of the early astrologers, they understood geometry. They understood how within this circle we can make these triangles, and these triangles are extremely important to how we understand the cosmos and how we understand numerology and geometry. The evil aspects are all included in this ancient glyph right here. So we could see how the angles are intertwined, whether it be a 45 degree or whether it be a 180 degree. We understand that these angles will operate to create the evil within the planet sphere. And similarly, the good aspects are included in the following symbol, known as the Seal of Solomon. So guys, right here we have similarly known as the Star of David, as well as the Sigil of Azalel. Both of these are seals that can be used for magic and also for other plethora of reasons. So, the key was found engraved on the back of the Great Tortoise, discovered by Yao, the Chinese patriarch, and a ruler in the Yellow River, in about 2300 BC. It forms its basis of interpretation to the oldest books in the world, known as the Yi King, or Book of Transformations. It is used by the Chinese for all purposes of divination and is the basis for their astrological system. So guys, this was a short video just explaining the aspects. We have to understand how when we read a chart of astrology, we have to look at the aspects, because we don't just have to look at the positions at what the sign is at, right? Because this can mean anything. We need to look at how the degrees of where they're at operates. We have to understand how they take up a good portion of what's going on in the cosmos. So whenever you're reading your birth chart, you want to look at things like this. You want to look at the degree at what it's at, whether it be it's in Leo, whether it's in Mercury. We have to look at how it's operating with the degrees. So guys, this was a short video on the aspects of astrology. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe down below. Also leave a comment. Feel free to check us out on Rumble, Twitter, Instagram, and things of that nature. This is your fallen angel, and I am out.